How can anyone still be Wenger in? Arsenal went from one of the greatest Premier League sides of all time to nothing but social media banter, constant tears and disappointment, and never-ending views for Arsenal fan TV. Sadly, Arsene Wenger failed Arsenal fans, young, old, ex-players, but most importantly, he failed anyone that truly loves football. First, I want you to look at this young fan. His tears at the League Cup final were broadcast around the world. How old is he? Let's say he's 7. What kind of an Arsenal team has he watched during his short life? Keep that answer in your mind. At the end of this video, I'll tell you why this kid's tears are the tears of all football fans, old, young, and not just Arsenal.
They've been talking about, telling me I should do this, telling me I should do that.
What they need to show is they need to show some heart and some grit and some drive and determination for a manager that's showed a lot of faith in them, and they've let down on numerous occasions.
This young kid never saw the Arsene Wenger that created the Arsenal team with world-class players playing at the highest standard of football. He created a team that everyone, not just Arsenal fans, love to watch. He took Arsenal from boring Arsenal to a team that played football the right way, the beautiful way, the Arsenal way. This was symbolised by Arsenal's invincible season. His Arsenal became one of the greatest and best teams of all time, in a time when fans of all teams would tune into Match of the Day to see Wenger's team. A time when stadiums would echo with the chants of "You only came to see the Arsenal." But our young Arsenal fan wasn't even born in 2003. All he knows about the Invincibles are the words from his dad: "Back in my day, no one could beat the Arsenal." However, after raising the standard of football to an invincible level with a winning mentality, Wenger has year upon year lowered the standard of football and lowered the quality of players football fans can watch when they watch the Arsenal. Arsene failed to replace those Invincibles, a team of leaders, World Cup winners and quality players such as Henry, Bergkamp, Perez, Lundberg, Vieira, Gilberto Silva, Cole, Lauren, Toure, Campbell and Lehmann. They were replaced by the likes of Adebayor, Walcott, Denilson, Senderos, Diaby, Elneny, Xhaka. None of them will ever get a statue outside of the stadium, that's for sure.
At the moment it's not going their way, and obviously you can see a lack of confidence. So next few games are crucial to change absolutely the direction everything's going.
Stop! Who cares what Silvestri has to say? Silvestri is a prime example of Arsene taking on other teams' rejected players and thinking they can help Arsenal get back to their glory days. Players like Gallas, Cech, Silvestri and now Mkhitaryan. Other top teams take Arsenal's best players, but Arsenal went from taking Campbell from their North London rivals to selling our best players to teams we were supposed to be fighting against. Arsene didn't just fail Arsenal fans, he failed fans of the Premiership by making the league less competitive and lowering his own high standards.
Telling me things about rap, talking the truth and that stabbing my back.
You know, I think a lot of Arsenal fans are just frustrated. This frustration, I don't think it's now. I think it's been built up over a number of years. So, I mean, you know, obviously some of the results have been disappointing. The combination of year after year not kind of challenging for the Premier League.
The years since Arsenal won the league have not been kind on Arsene Wenger's legacy. Arsene was known for beautiful football, winning titles and building a brand new stadium that was the envy of his rivals. However, the football world has changed with Chelsea, Manchester City and Liverpool all taking on foreign big investment ownership. Arsenal's brand new stadium is like an iPhone 5. It seemed revolutionary at the time, but it's since been overtaken by new models and even revolutionised brands, i.e. soon Chelsea, Liverpool and Spurs will have 60k plus stadiums, and United's Old Trafford is set to get expanded, despite it already being far bigger than the Emirates. The once revolutionary tactics and techniques that Wenger brought to England have not only been adopted by other teams, but over the years teams have worked out how to stop Arsenal from playing. Every year pundits would say Arsenal has no plan B. However, now it seems like Guardiola is like the Samsung S9 to Arsene Wenger's iPhone 4. He has learned from all of Arsene's success and mistakes and turned Manchester City into the team Arsenal could and should have continued to be, whereas Wenger has failed to bring anything new to football or adapt to changing times. The question is, how has he managed to keep winning FA Cups, and why do we no longer value them?
If we don't get it by the Premiership, the Premier League, this is the only route. I think sometimes you've got to hurt a little bit, and if you want to get rid of that hurt, performances is the only way to get rid of that hurt.
Wenger seems to be the only manager in football that can win trophies but can still be considered a failure. Wenger rightly pointed out that neither Klopp nor Pochettino had won a single trophy at either of their clubs, whereas Wenger has won the FA Cup 7 times and 3 of those coming in the last 5 years. Yet the problem is Arsenal were title challengers, not merely FA Cup hopefuls or League Cup losers. Arsenal were the team that challenged Manchester United's dominance, the team that was supposed to fight off the rise of clinical but boring Chelsea, and Wenger was supposed to be the man to show football wasn't a game of money. Wenger was supposed to show that a team with a modest budget, well coached and managed, could consistently challenge against Russian, American or Arab-funded big spending clubs. Yet it was Leicester that turned the impossible into the possible. Whereas Arsenal failed in all of these quests. Occasional FA Cup winners aren't good enough for a club with Arsenal's rich history. Wigan won the FA Cup and that was amazing for them. But to a team of Arsenal's calibre, the FA Cup should be the icing on the cake of the league, not simply a bowl of icing by itself. By not being title challengers, Arsene robbed all football fans of a league with 6 teams that could win the title, or at least head-to-heads between top sides that could go either way. Right now, not even Arsenal fans go into big games thinking that Arsenal could win them. People love inspiration more than fails. We cheer for Usain Bolt as he broke records. We're amazed by Michael Jordan as he flew through the air. We marvel at Messi when he has the ball at his feet. And we loved watching Arsenal when they were the Invincibles. Those thousands of views Arsenal Fan TV get are from fans who probably enjoy watching an exciting, entertaining Arsenal team just as much as our failures. Maybe not the Spurs fans. Although I know social media love fails or tragic stories, lots of people will watch someone trip or drop on their face or fall down a flight of stairs, or Arsenal get slapped 8-2 by United. It's fun, it's a fail, but human nature loves inspirational, motivational and amazing stories more than we love failure. Wenger failed the fans waiting and hoping for that inspirational team to come back, instead of the shameful team that's fueling Arsenal Fan TV's views each week.
I know where people that are criticising Arsenal, I know where they're coming from. It's so frustrating, especially when you see, like I was at the cup final on Sunday, when you see that, it just makes us look so far away from the top teams now.
To finally explain how Wenger failed all football fans, we have to go back to our young and upset Arsenal fan. If this boy is 7, he's too young to have seen the Invincibles, too young to know football before big money investors and ridiculous transfers, too young to see players choosing a challenging career over mega wages, too young to believe loyalty to a manager is a good thing. But what is truly sad is that this child and all other young football fans may never get to see the Arsenal team that I grew up with, the Arsenal team that wasn't a joke, the Arsenal team that teams feared, the Arsenal team that fans praised, the Arsenal team that we all loved and admired win, lose or draw, and an Arsenal manager in Arsene Wenger that we still considered one of the greatest managers of all time. Briefly stated, Wenger failed this young fan. Wenger failed the fans that brought joy to watching the beautiful game, and Wenger failed himself, not reaching his own standards, carrying on his legacy and passing on the reins to a new manager to continue what he started. The question is there any reason left to say #WengerIn? Let me know in the comment section. I've been Antoine and thanks for watching. I want to know your thoughts.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine.